guys, it's Amy. The more you lag, the more power you'll create. Today we're going to talk about lagging and casting. So lagging, the correct way of lagging will be like this. On the way down, if you can maintain this shaft angle and the arm angle to the golf ball, that's correct lagging. Casting would be if you lose that angle and throw your hands out like this, is called casting, just like fishing, that's why they call it that. So on the way down, a lot of people cast because of a couple different reasons. If you don't hinge properly, you will cast. If you don't use your body properly, you will also cast. So what I mean by that is if you don't hinge well, let's say you hinge late. So no hinge, no hinge, no hinge, and you hinge all at once at the top. And if you hit it like this, you most likely shank it. So a lot of people that hinge way late all at once tend to cast down so they can make some kind of square contact with the golf ball. You lose so much distance doing that, so we don't want to do that. And plus, a lot of people who don't hinge properly, like a hinge like this, when the club points up at the sky, there really isn't much lag on the way down, so you're gonna lose a lot of power as well. So a lot of people try and create power by casting, and it's not gonna work either. And the last thing, if you coil properly and use your body correctly, you will create a lot of power. But if you don't do that, you're gonna lack power, and you're going to try and force some kind of power by throwing your hands like this. We don't want to do that because a lot of times if you cast, you're most likely going to hit it behind the golf ball. So to avoid hitting fat, a lot of people would subconsciously stand up, lose your setup angles, or instead of extending the arms through, you're going to kind of pull up like this, and you're going to create all kinds of problems as well in the downswing. So in order for us to get rid of the casting, I have a couple drills you can do. So let's see. Okay, this is a super simple drill. It's going to help you hinge well and use the body properly. So you're going to grip down on an iron. I have a 7-iron here. Left hand goes all the way down at the grip. Right hand is going to be on the shaft. Pay attention to the grip end here. So we're going to make half swings. So when you take it back halfway, I want you to point the grip end to the ground like this. If you don't hinge properly, what you're going to do is you're probably going to be pointing it yourself with the grip end. I want you to really get it perpendicular to the ground and have it pointing down at the ground. So the hinging should be somewhat completed in the half swing area right here. So once the hinging is done, you complete the backswing with your body turn, which is going to create the coil we want for power, right? So we want to have finished hinging here, and the next move would be for you to point that grip end to the target. Okay? I don't want you to try and cast and then point that grip end to your body. It's pointing to the ground, pointing to the target. And you see this move right here, making a wall with the left, driving through with the right. This power movement is always what we want, right? So once you get used to this pointing down and pointing to the target, let's go ahead and hit a golf ball. All right, so same thing. We're going to point down, point to the target. Okay, so when you start hitting the golf ball this way, what's going to happen is that you're going to hit it right, probably in the beginning. That's because if you're not used to lagging properly, what happens is you're going to have so much tension in your arms. So at impact, your arms are not going to be relaxed and it won't release properly. The club face is going to be slightly open and you're going to push it a little bit to the right. But really don't worry about where the golf ball goes, because eventually once you get used to this feeling, you can lag without that much tension in your arms, and then you're going to be able to release correctly and it'll go straight. So really concentrate on pointing down and pointing to the target. I want you to get super comfortable with it so you don't have to use so much arm strength to try and accomplish these two looks. So by doing this, you're going to get rid of your casting and you're going to have that power move through the golf ball, so you will gain a lot of distance and accuracy. If you have any questions, Come visit me on my Facebook, Instagram, and website, and I'll see you guys in the next lesson.